Amazing handsome hotties, snow-white rabbits with doe eyes, surrounded with a black border, and therefore seem to be very large and expressive. The general appearance of the animal corresponds to the eyes, very toy-like. Rabbits have a foldable stocky body, neat rounded muzzle and fleshy, medium-length well-set and pubescent ears. This toy with excellent economic characteristics has become the reason that in 2007 Hotots on the website of the Association of German Breeders ZDRK were selected by experts and rabbit breeders of the year. This recognition was of particular importance because that year the vote was held for the first time and the choice, accordingly, it was huge. From the history of the breed. It is impossible to consider the history of the Dwarf Hotot without mentioning the appearance of its predecessor, the White Hotot. It all started in France at the beginning of the 20th century in the Normandy municipality of Hauded, the twisted name of which became the name of the new breed. The French Baroness Eugénie Bernard was passionately fond of rabbit breeding and was the owner of a large rabbit farm with Flanders and Checkerds giant. She decided to develop a new commercial breed of large white rabbits with excellent market performance and quality white fur. In 1902, the Baroness crossed the Checkerds with white Vienna rabbits and white Flanders. Progress was very slow, and the breeder gradually selected the least colored specimens through a total of over 500 crosses. As a result, by 1912, white rabbits were obtained with markings in the form of a black outline around the eyes, which the breeder herself considered a disadvantage. During the Second World War, the livestock of the White Hotot breed in Europe was practically destroyed. And only in 1978, a breeder from Texas, Bob Whitman, managed to get and bring home 8 individuals of the valuable breed. He and his associates began to improve the breed, crossing Hotot with white individuals of the best breeds, Bavariansky New Zealand and Santons. To a large extent, the breeders have succeeded in their task, improving the stability and physique of the breed. Yet the White Hotot breed never gained huge popularity, being inferior in commercial characteristics to the more productive lines and being too large for keeping these rabbits as pets. In the 1970s, 2 German breeders from East and West Germany independently began work on a small version of the breed. One of them introduced the blood of the Dutch dwarf albino rabbit into the White Hotot breed line. Another did not use White Hotots at all, crossing a black Dutch dwarf rabbit with a Danish breed and continued crossing until only one outline around the eyes remained from the color coding. In the end, the 2 German variations were crossed, resulting in the Dwarf Hotot breed as it is known today. Dwarf spectacular rabbits with painted eyes immediately aroused increased interest. In 1987 individuals were brought from West Germany to California and the breed soon spread widely on both continents. A breeder of thoroughbred Hotots can see spotted rabbits in the litter, sometimes similar to Danish rabbits and sometimes to English spotted rabbits. This should not confuse the owner, since it is a fairly common occurrence, the reason for which lies in the genotype of the breed. Such rabbits will not be able to successfully present their breed at exhibitions, but they can be successfully used for breeding and obtaining perfectly colored individuals. And most importantly, these wrong Dwarf Hotots will certainly make wonderful pets. Features of the Hotot breed. Hotots are rabbits of a medium weight meat breed. According to their standard, the ideal weight is 4.5 kilograms, 10 points from experts. The lower limit is 3.5 kilograms, 8 points. The permissible limit is 5.25 kilograms, 9 points. Maximum weight animals are gaining by 8 months, and the monthly growth is on average 500 grams. The body of the Hotot is only slightly elongated, very harmonious in addition. The head is short with a wide muzzle, and ears from 12 centimeters to 12.5 centimeters. The neck is short and muscular. A characteristic feature is a beautiful black ring around each eye 3.5 mm wide. The eyes are dark brown. The fur is shiny uniformly white without shades, with a very dense undercoat, hair 3.5 cm long, uniform distribution of guard hairs and their large number create a frost effect. The claws are also white. Hotots are active and very hardy animals, therefore they are suitable even for novice rabbit breeders. If, of course, they manage to get them. Colors. The main color is pure white with the only manifestation of a different color in narrow stripes around the bright brown eyes. The ideal liner width is 3 mm. Intermittent, with white hairs, too wide, or, on the contrary, a thin strip of undesirable properties, are considered a marriage at exhibitions. The standard eyeliner color is black, the darkest and most saturated shade. In the early 2000s, a chocolate eyeliner color appeared in the Dwarf Hotot series of colors. A line of rabbits with a dark blue eyeliner color is in development, and perhaps lovers will soon get new stylish pets. Temperament. Dwarf Hotots are affectionate, intelligent, playful domestic rabbits. Being in the company of a person from a young age, they become completely tame. These dwarf rabbits are lovers of being naughty, playing with any simple toys or household things, running and jumping up unexpectedly. They need constant attention from the owner, returning this attention 100-fold with great love and dedication. Do not be surprised if the Dwarf Hotot, who loves affection, jumps on his knees, showing his feelings with gentle muttering, and resting his head in his palms, demanding tenderness and participation. Dwarf Hotots communicate well with children, behave quite patiently, and are rarely capricious. They have a happy tendency to keep themselves occupied throughout the day, if given enough space, a ball to play, or a cardboard tube for research. These are wonderful pets in every sense, which quickly become the favorites of the whole family. Lifespan. Dwarf Hotots, genetically close to another dwarf breed, the Dutch dwarf rabbits, live 6 to 8 years. With proper nutrition, careful care, affectionate, careful handling and timely preventive measures, the life of the breed can be up to 10 years. Features of care. When purchasing a Dwarf Hotot, you need to take into account his desire for communication, active behavior and love of games. It is better to keep the inquisitive creature in an aviary or spacious cage, high enough so that the dwarf rabbit can freely climb on its hind legs, letting it go for walks in the presence of the person. The Dwarf Hotot walking around the house may get tired and want to rest in a secluded place. For this purpose, a small booth will be equipped for him in a quiet corner, with a feeding trough, a drinker and a toilet nearby. Here it is worth placing light structures with manholes. Such a playground will become a favorite place for fun and relaxation for the kid. If the dwarf rabbit is allowed to move freely around the house, be sure to raise the wires, valuables, shoes higher, and invite him to gnaw on something more suitable, like branches, special toys or wicker balls. Such precautions will not only protect things and furniture from sharp small teeth, but will also help to avoid health problems of dwarf rabbits, oral problems, when overgrown teeth form an incorrect bite, which makes it difficult to eat and injure the mucous membrane. Do not forget to warn family members or guests about the dwarf rabbit walking on the freedom to avoid injury or fright. On the other hand, an unprepared person can also be seriously frightened by a rabbit soaring high into the air. The presence of toys, attention, and affection are desirable conditions for keeping any pets, but in the case of Dwarf Hotots, they are absolutely necessary. Price. The average Dwarf Hotot price is around $50, but you'll want to make sure you get a well-raised rabbit to avoid ending up with one that's potentially aggressive.